Welcome. That was dramatic. To Thursday night.
Bro.
Zweihander, Notorious DMG, Blood, Sweets, and Laudanum. We're back with our bi-weekly play with this wonderful crew. We've got a new player. We've got Jeff here from the Lollygang podcast.
Hey, yeah.
Right before the holidays. Let's do this. Let's do the normal round table. We'll do the introductions. These guys can tell you where you can find them, what they do, give you a little background on their character, and then we'll get into some playing. So, as per the overlay, Steven, you're up first. I put you first on purpose to put you on the spot so you can tell us all what you've been working on.
Oh, I feel no shame. I have been working on absolutely nothing the past month, but you can find me on Twitter and YouTube at Steven the DM. I occasionally make videos about D&D.
How many did you make this year?
Most of them were made this year, to be fair. I started in December of last year,
Okay.
so the vast majority of my YouTube career has been this year.
I just like giving you a hard time.
No worries.
I do miss your videos, though. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, man.
I miss them too, to be honest. Yeah, I need to make another one. I got this cool green screen, so there's no reason for me not to.
Green screen. You're a working schlub. Well, tell us about Waldo, Steven.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that. You put me on the spot. I am playing Waldo Lannis, the halfling barber surgeon, the shortest member of the group that is continually getting shorter as we add new members. Hint, hint. And I have the motto that I cut twice and measure later.
That's a sin, I would say. Just offhand.
Sinner. All right. Bert, where can we find you? What do you do? And who's Sandow?
Oh, I do a little podcast called Of Steam, Steel, and Murder. We had our 10th year anniversary a couple of months ago, and I haven't put up a new podcast in over a month.
A decade.
So, cross that finish line, decided to stop putting up, I guess. Now I'll get some more episodes out after work slows down. Of Steam, Steel, and
When
Murder.
you started that podcast, my ass wasn't in high school.
Yeah, there you go. Long running.
Damn.
What year did you start it?
Oh, wow. 10 years ago. So,
09.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, I was just out of high school.
Mm.
You youngin'.
My wife and I got married that year.
Oh.
Probably like masturbating for the first time.
All right. And tell us about Sandow. Bert?
How many drinks in are you?
Is the leader. I say that with the question mark at the end of this notorious crew. He's an ogre of unimaginable grace and beauty. Actually, he is. It's very odd. He comes from an empire of sweet peddling that his parents started. He was the baby-faced icon in all their sweets packages. That's how he is sometimes still trying to live down the credit of he is a traveling bard, a troubadour, a storyteller. I guess that's probably why he's got these guys around him, because boy, do they make stories. Ooh,
Yeah.
boy,
You're the charismatic one, as the ogre is the
straight
most
man of the
charismatic
group.
in the party.
Yeah, that should tell you something off the bat. The ogre is the most charismatic member of the party.
I would go as far as to say that the ogre is the most human member of the party.
We only have one human, though, so that's not saying much.
Yeah.
All right. Seth, tell us about your endeavors. You've got a couple things going on.
The number one thing I do is love my fiance, of course, as always.
Aw.
She an earshot?
I was going to say, is she sitting next to you?
No, she is nowhere near me with a gun.
I thought you got married.
Can the camera pan to the left?
Yeah.
It's complicated.
Aren't you married?
I do a podcast where I play D&D called The Monday Nights. That's pretty good. I just released a new podcast called Astral Tea Time that is completely serious, non-joke show about dream interpretation and horoscopes and astrology and things of that nature that I'm a personally incredibly non-sarcastically passionate about. And yeah, aside from that, I play fucking Zweihander or Star Wars or Space Boy game, whatever the hell we want to play on here whenever we're on here.
Did you say Space Boy?
You know, I had already said Star Wars, and I was trying to remember what
Cowboy.
the one where I played Giba Gabu was, and it was Star Wars. So.
Damn. Fucking Goddamn.
Oh, keep it coming. All right, Jeff, welcome to the notorious DMG Blood Sweets and Laudanum.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm Jeff. I GM I GM an actual play Zweihander podcast called Adventures in Lollygagging. I also have a second podcast I do with a buddy of mine where we just sort of like talk nonsense, like comics, board games, stuff like that. That's just called the Lollygaggers podcast. Pretty much, I think you can get those podcasts like any place you normally get podcasts, or we have like our own site where we post everything, like thelollygaggers.com. So that's about it. The Zweihander actual play drops every Monday. The other one drops every Wednesday, thereabouts, something like that. Yeah.
We need to
Do you
talk
want me
about
to?
comics and board games after this on the after show.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not the comic
Okay,
aficionado. I've been reading some. I've been getting into them. Like that was kind of the idea of the podcast. Like I start getting him into board games. He gets me into comics. So
You're not going to inform us on the implications of consent with Star Fox and Star Lord?
no, not at all.
Bro, there's
Pretty
one
sure
Star
that's
Fox that
outside of
exists
my
within the
purview.
cartridge of an N64.
I agree.
So, Matt, I gotta ask, we're streaming on the wrong channel again.
No. So Star Wars. Shideezy, thank you for the cheer.
Yeah.
So much.
Hey,
I don't
It's
understand
show
which.
love for
Thanks.
Jeff. We
yeah.
love Jeff. Are these your players?
Well,
that
she's
show
one of
up?
my players. Yeah, Ashley.
Oh,
She's one of my
sucking up to
players.
the GM. I see.
He's
Yeah.
already the biggest celebrity in the group.
The amount of bits you donate equals reward points in the next session. I think.
Oh,
shit.
I should
Oh.
also point out.
Don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that.
We'll do an introduction to Gantu here, but I should point out you can cheer, you can give bits. 100 bits can flip those fortune coins on the screen there. So if you want to take fortune away from the players and give me misfortune, you can cheer 100 bits and that will flip it, or vice versa. You can flip it from misfortune to fortune. Ubermus.
Balls in your court.
So if you want to start the game off with giving me some misfortune, you can. I'm just throwing it out there. You just let me know in the chat.
I just did it. Come at me. I'm right here.
Blort. All right. All right. That's one misfortune on the board.
We haven't played this motherfucking game in a month. Chuck, tell everybody how you're hot.
Well, we have.
I'm very hot. What's going on?
Let's hold on.
Yeah.
Gantu needs to
Yeah.
give us an introduction on Gantu.
Yeah, he's a gnome, as has been hinted at. He is. I like to think of him as like Neil Young, but like an old Neil Young with like those crazy mutton chops going out to the side. He's a pioneer. So the closest thing I'm sort of thinking of some sort of like cowboy-like persona. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, he's a pioneer, fairly tall for a gnome. So yeah, we'll let the rest of it happen as it happens.
An old pioneer. I like it.
An old
It's
pioneer.
interesting that you think of yourself as Neil Young, because I think of Waldo Lannis as Neil Diamond.
Oh,
So
there we go. That's
the same
interesting
thing.
mix.
The two
Yeah.
names.
They're basically the same kind of music.
Neil
Yeah.
deGrasse Tyson.
You bet your balls on Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Chuck, tell us about the Defenders of Kobold.
Oh man, they are people that I am associated with.
He said reluctantly.
It's very tempered.
No, okay. I run Defenders of Kobold, Twitch, YouTube, and we have a podcast. We run some fucking Zweihander shit, where we're running a rewritten Curse of Strahd. We're not gonna have any fucking goddamn fortune points. Yeah, we're running a rewrite of Curse of Strahd, where we got rid of all the stuff that I thought was stupid, like Strahd.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Curse of.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Joe in my group runs a 5th edition game that I am very aggressively trying to convince him to make it not 5th edition. What else? I don't know. We're Defenders. We're writing a sci-fi stupid supplement for Zweihander right
Gonzo.
now. Fucking gonzo weird shit. So if you support us on Patreon, you'll get all of our dev sessions. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I wasn't paying attention. Defenders of Kobold. Check it out. And I'm playing Kozel, the old fucking hippie who's got a concussion. And I am known as the most level-headed and best decision maker of the group.
Hey, Too Old to Twitch, I'm right here. Anytime, any place. Let's go.
What is?
He's antagonizing Seth. Here we go. Seth. All right. Very good. All right. So before we get into it, I do want to do a little announcement here for the channel. On Sunday, we're going to take a little break from the adventure we're playing, and we're going to do a holiday one-shot on Sunday. And as part of that, we are going to give away something special for people in the chat. So you want to tune in Sunday night
Ooh.
That's fucking boss.
at
Are you
9
kidding?
p.m. Central Standard Time here on this channel. And we're going to give away a beautiful collector's set of Zweihander Main Gauche. What is this? Like MSRP $500? Like, I'm not even kidding.
They sold it on
more
the
than that, I
Kickstarter for
think, yeah.
$700.
Yeah.
700. So we're
Yeah.
giving one away right before
shit.
the holidays.
Yeah.
So Sunday
Insane.
night, tune in. If you're here in the chat, we're going to do a giveaway of one of these bad boys. If you want one, be here. 9
want
p.m.
one.
Central Standard Time.
I've got one of those, and that's fucking
does-
gorgeous.
I've got one.
I'm just saying, whoever gets it's a lucky son of a bitch, because those are like the cover
There's-
art on that thing's fucking ridiculous.
I think there's literally 2 left. I was talking to Daniel last night. There's
Yeah,
like 2 left, and like they're never going to be reprinted again.
yeah.
Like this is it.
That's super fucking cool. You're giving those out, man.
'Tis
Whether
the
you play
season, Chuck.
Zweihander
'Tis the
or
season.
not, that thing will look amazing on a shelf.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll convince
It's a
Daniel to
conversation
sign it
piece.
also.
It's a coffee table piece.
It is a coffee table book.
There you go. Just
So
don't let people spill their coffee on it.
It adds to the flavor, literally and figuratively.
dark and gritty. All right, so let's do a recap. What happened last week, guys, and we'll get into this.
Yeah, last week, 7 days ago.
Oh, what? Last time? You know what I meant 2 weeks ago. This is a bi-weekly game. We're actually on schedule for once.
We are, but we're on the wrong schedule.
Shh, don't don't bring that up. Shh.
So what happened last week on Blood, Sweets, and Laudanum? I don't remember. I got a concussion.
Nice.
I was sleeping, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like I really missed a lot. You guys,
We
took a
managed to
2 hour nap.
survive.
Oh,
Yeah, managed to
don't actually-
survive.
Know where you are.
yeah, we really don't.
Blurred. Shit.
I
Oh,
really think
Lord.
Matt should start this with a cutscene of what happened.
Right.
The misadventures
Ran
of
off
Blort,
in
because
the
you
woods.
chased a spider demon into the woods, and then we lost you for 2 sessions.
Speaking of which, Seth, did you roll up your new character?
No.
Do you
No,
remember
Blort
that?
gets
Zip?
this.
Gabu.
You chased like a spider mutant or whatever into the woods in a dark, stormy night. We never saw or heard from you again.
Okay, so check it out. I'm gonna be playing Gazu Giba. He's Toydarian.
All right.
God damn it.
Didn't we just say that you picked Blort up and you're just kind of dragging him along and you tossed him in the corner of the cell? I thought we did that. We did.
Oh
it.
no. He's gone.
He was gone.
Yeah.
He was gone. I'm not letting you off that easy, Matt.
All right.
I'm
All
just
right.
Picked
gonna
up
get
with,
fucking
Jeff's
trashed
new
over here at my computer screen.
Good thing we're introducing a new player tonight. Good chance to get Blort back into this also. Okay, so what happened? So we started off with Kozel on a horse running away from some road wardens that he had. You kind of grasped one of them.
I greased him up.
Yeah. And they were ready.
He lubricated himself, and they got hard.
Yeah, that happened too. We'll get there. We'll get there. Tool Twitch, Cletus and Billy Ray. Yeah. We did team up with them. So Kozel, I'm sorry, got on a horse, tried to ride away, and he looked back to the rest of his friends and was like, "Hey guys, let's go." And they're like, we're being held at Crossbow Point here, you crazy old man." And
They're gonna
Kozel
come with
proceeded to ride in circles around the.
It was really
outpost.
Benny Hill. Yeah.
It was Benny Hill, where they just chased you and shot at you. So cut to the chase. What happened? You're like, oh, this isn't working, and my friends aren't following me. So what did you try to do, Kozel?
I tried to trick the wardens by riding past our wagon and then diving off of my horse into the wagon, thinking the horse would keep going and they would chase the horse or something. But the problem is Kozel is an old man. And he didn't do so good on that jump and just kind of dove into the side of the wagon and got a concussion. It's fucking great.
Yeah, so the wardens ran over and they're like, this guy's crazy. And they
Yeah.
shackled you all up and they took you to a little outpost. And what happened there?
I had a concussion.
Essentially, they blame us for all the deaths of that roadhouse. They think we did it. So they took us to the closest city that had a jail cell in it.
No, it was just a roadside outpost. It was like an
Roadside
in-between-
outpost,
Yeah, it was
right,
just like
right.
a station where they would then filter you out or take you to the nearest
Mhm.
town or village from there.
So we're
like
waiting
you're-
to be processed.
Exactly. Because you're
By
out in the
two
wilderness.
incompetent guards that I talked into getting drunk from the wine out of our cart. There are two other prisoners in here, dwarf.
One of which
and-
seemed very intelligent, by the way.
yeah.
There was
He was a healer and a strategist at the same time. Like, yeah.
who, the guard?
Well, no, the
guard
guy in the
healed
jail
you.
cell offered to heal us and like get us out of here at the same time.
Wasn't that the dumb one though? So you had Kitsilano, who was like a
I
dumpy
think he's
looking
being
dwarf,
facetious.
scraggly beard, skinny blonde hair. He was just a grumpy little guy. And then you had Traeger, who was this kind of goofy, dumpy looking human with missing most of his teeth and cross-eyed. And
Yeah, he seemed kind of intelligent to me.
yeah, he's the one that tried to offered to heal you through the bars.
Yeah, I liked him.
They're cousins.
Yeah. Cousins.
They were cousins.
Anyway, so apparently there's a third part to their party
Yeah,
that
their
is
other cousin.
going to do a rescue tonight. So yeah, we're marking time in this jail cell while the two guards get drunk and the party heals up.
That's right. And then I'm waiting for the other cousin to arrive. So, Blort, what do I do with you? All right, let's jump in it. So you guys are in your jail cell and you're sleeping, you're snoring, you're waiting. The guards have passed out, as far as you could tell in the other room. There was a lot of shouting, there was a lot of cheering, there was some crying, there was some tears. There was some games of chance that were played in the other room. And now it is all quiet. Every once in a while, you can hear a loud snoring sound coming from the other room. So you're pretty sure that they are asleep. Did we do anything about a key? I thought I remembered something about a key. Did you guys do anything with that? You were specifically asking about it, from what I remember.
I don't know. I have a concussion.
Oh
That's-
no, I don't.
that's your
think
answer.
so.
I don't remember a
We're,
key.
we're waiting on the plan of the third cousin.
That's right.
Yeah, basically all we did was distract the guards. So
We were happy for the time to rest.
I do remember that I
Just
cack-handed.
had to apologize for your actions. Or they were like, oh, we don't know what happened. Because
Yeah.
he fell and slipped and all that good stuff. And whatever he was carrying flew out his hand. Because they left the lard in your pocket. All right, so you guys are sitting there, and it's getting later and later. Night has fallen. Waldo and Kozel are fast asleep. Sandow, you're I don't know how you're passing the time, chatting with the two others or what have you.
Tell us a
Yeah,
story,
pretty much.
Sandow.
I will weave a story of our lost brother who is chasing some freak spider thing, making up all kinds of demises for him.
It's not a story. That is truth.
I personally like the one where he starts a whole new colony of half spider, half human thingies out there.
No, come on.
Gross. That's all the corruption.
Would
So-
they be blorders or sports?
I'm gonna go with sports.
So, Blort, you've been wandering through the woods aimlessly looking for this hideous spider creature to no avail. You wandered back to the inn and you come across a bloodbath that has taken place. There are some, you're peering through the gates. There's some, thank you, Jehufa, for the follow. There's some road wardens that are stationed there. You're kind of peering and looking in and sizing up the area. And you recognize some of the folks from the inn the night before lying there dead out in the courtyard. And there's no sign of your friends. What do you want to do, Blort?
Fuck. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna look for any sign of where they might have gone, like any possible like track or trail.
Okay. Are you a tracker?
And I'm a doomsayer. I just believe that this is the beginning of the rapture and that Christ has come back to get everybody but me.
I'm just gonna take a look at your character sheet here and see what you got. You want to track them, huh? Well,
I would say that's survival.
well, I'm looking at survival. Yeah, we could do survival. I'm
Maybe
gonna make.
navigation.
It has been raining. It's been wet. Oh, thank you for subscription as well, Jihufa. So it's not gonna be an easy thing. Their tracks are gonna be covered up and kind of muddled. So we're gonna do a hard survival check.
Here I come.
Would you like to spend a fortune?
Whew. Yeah, that seems like something I need to do.
Okay.
I feel like reuniting with the party is the quickest way to progress the stream.
Give me some more misfortune, thank you. Is the Twitch a little funky? Oh, skip frames detected. We did skip a bit. Do you want to re-roll that there, Blort?
Oh shoot, sure. Why not?
So damn close. So damn close. All right, so you're poking around and you're trying to follow these tracks, and all of a sudden, someone walks up behind you and taps you on the shoulder. And there's a rather large human road warden saying, "Hey, what are you doing around here?"
I thought everybody in this room had died except for me.
In this what room? What are you talking about?
I'm incredibly confused. Who are you?
We're the law around here. Who are you?
I am Blort.
Okay. Well, get out of here. There was some sort of murder took place here last night. Get out of here. We're looking over the scene.
Just curious, would you happen to have any information regarding suspects or people of interest in this murder? Because I could almost guarantee you that would lead me directly to my companions.
Are you saying you know the people who did this?
Theoretically.
What? Were you here last night?
I'm not at liberty to say. I need you to tell me where the people you think did this are, though.
I need you to come with me. And he pulls out a pair of sandals.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Bam, he slaps them on you. He sends you the report, and he's like, all right, I'm going to take this guy back to the jailhouse. And
I'm just curious. Tell me about the other inhabitants currently of your jailhouse.
There's a big, pretty ogre.
That's exactly what I was hoping to hear. And I just lean back in the fucking wagon or whatever it is, and I smile.
It's on horseback. You're on his horseback.
I just lean against his shoulder and cry a little bit because I'm happy.
A big, pretty ogre. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
That often you get a wholesome moment from Blort.
Right.
No, I'm trying to reinvent Blort since I haven't been him in like 80 days.
That's on you, man. No. All right, so you're riding down the road, and he's taking you to the jailhouse, the jail cell, to be locked up with the others. In the meantime, we're going to cut to Gantu. I can't see your name properly. Gantu, is that how I pronounce it?
Yeah, that's right.
You've been
like
wandering
from Lilo and
Mr.
Stitch?
What was that?
Like from Lilo and Stitch?
No. This is like a weird amalgamation of one of my old players' names.
That's what
Gary
he says.
and Trudy.
I'm not sure how you came to those two conclusions, Matt. You want to break that one down for me?
Gary and Tootie.
Raise your hand, just real quick. Raise your hand, everybody, if you've ever met a person in your life named Tootie.
Facts of life.
I know 3.
Facts
Okay.
of
You
life.
lie like a fucking rug, Steven.
Tootie, it's from Facts of Life. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
man. Tootie.
Yeah.
All
Is
right,
that Mrs.
you're all
Garrett?
sinners.
That's my Mrs. Garrett.
Oh,
yeah.
see, I knew what it was. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Mrs. Garrett impression. And Seth's just so lost because he's too young. He's watching Hannah Montana when he was growing up, and not reruns of the Facts of Life.
Yeah, I really must have missed out because the characters were named Toonie and talked like Mickey Mouse.
Anyways, so you've been wandering through these woods the last few days, being a pioneer and stuff and such, I
Alright.
should say, wandering around, and you've bumped into this rather grim, ugly-looking ogre. You know, big, stout fella. He's got a single tooth. He's got like a snaggle tooth coming up from his bottom jaw.
Oh, God.
He's been wandering through the woods also, and he's been wandering around aimlessly, and you found him. And he's been asking for. He bumped into you, and he's I need directions to a local jailhouse. Do you know where that is? Actually, he speaks in a very high pitched voice. Is how I'm looking for a jail cell. A couple of my cousins are locked up, and I need to go see if I can get them out.
So what I actually know.
Yeah, so you've been
Assuming,
wandering this area for a while, and you know exactly where that jailhouse is. You've wandered by there. You've actually gotten to know the wardens a little bit. They check on you from time to time, being this kind of crazy pioneer out in the bush, making your little lean-tos and mud huts and whatever you do as a pioneer.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I guess I would just kind of look up at him, sizing him a little bit. And, you're a big fella, huh? I suppose I could lend some aid and lead you to where you need to go.
Oh, shucks, that'd be great.
Well, you don't really sound the way you look, you know.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, me too, actually.
He holds out a
Interesting.
really big hand to your little hand. The name's Cousin Hutchinson.
Oh, well, Gantu Praboa. Pleasure. Yeah.
Great to meet you. The ogre's name's not Tyson. I wish I could do a good Mike Tyson impression. I need a lisp and nasally high
You
pitched.
see my cousin?
Damn it.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not even gonna try. All right. He goes, "Oh, that'd be great. Thanks. Yeah. The sooner the better."
Well, I suppose we could start moseying over there right now. Don't see why not.
Sure. It's nighttime and you guys are heading over, and he says, for your help, we're in the area and we've heard some rumors of like Witchstone and stuff, and maybe we'll cut you in because you're helping me and all that.
You're talking my language now. Witchstone, huh?
Yeah, Witchstone.
Yeah.
So you guys start heading towards the jailhouse, and as you're doing so, you get close. You get within sight, and you see this thing. The lights are on inside. There's a lantern lit outside. There's a coach parked out there you've not seen before, and there's a couple of empty bottles of wine laying around the coach, and you don't really see any signs of activity on the outside.
Well, this is a bit peculiar. Usually the constabulary around this part's a bit more conscientious, but I don't know. Maybe we ought to take a gander inside, see if anybody who drank any of these bottles is still standing on their 2 feet. Maybe.
Yeah. You know these guys, right?
I mean, we have met on occasion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this may get a little illegal. So it's up to you if you want to come in there with me or not. Because I'm gonna bust my cousins out.
Well, me and the law don't always see eye to eye on things. I'm not too opposed to it. You did say you've got Witchstone now.
Well, no, we've got rumors of Witchstone in the area.
I see. Rumors aren't quite the same thing as Witchstone.
No,
You got any other kind of stone on you right now? that might
No, they're legit.
use this as maybe as like a deposit, perhaps, for something that we can use, maybe to just tide me over until later.
He jingles around in his pockets and produces a Just a handful of silver shillings. There's like 8 in there, and will this do?
I suppose, I guess, yeah, it'll do. And so I'm going to reach out and grab it if he's giving it.
Yeah, he's offering it up.
He's
very nervous. He's like twitching. He's like looking around all the time, and he's just kind of like very like open to going forward with whatever you suggest. So it's just like you can tell he's nervous going into this.
Son, you're not gonna, have
I don't
problems.
kill anybody. No, I wouldn't kill anyone.
Yeah, it's interesting you jumped to that so quickly. I thought, man, maybe you, what is it these cousins of yours did make you so nervous?
They were stealing farm animals or something.
Okay, all right. Farm animals. That's interesting. Okay. And they got arrested and they got taken here.
That's right.
And you don't think that maybe just a little conversation or so might be able to free them?
Sure. You think you could talk to them? Get them out?
Well, I do have a way with people, I suppose you can say. I have kind of a magnetism, as you can clearly tell. Sure. Muscle.
Yeah, more muscle.
Yeah.
Thanks, Air Laser and Couture fan for the follow.
It's more of my players showing up.
Bring them in.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, let's go in there and let's talk to them.
I just don't see any reason to do anything, too drastic.
No.
We haven't got a full lay of the land. We could just walk in there. They might all be drunk,
maybe
laying on the floor. We could just open up a cell or two.
and then we could stab them. I mean, we can get our friends out.
Well, yes. You're really going to that homicidal instinct just a little too quick for me. Made me a little concerned. But maybe I should go in there by myself first.
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you do that? I'll wait here, and you send me a signal. What's the signal?
Right. I think I'll just do some kind of like a rooster or something or maybe like a crow, like a cacaw or some such. Yeah, I think you can recognize
that. Yeah, cacaw, and that means I rush in there and stab them.
No, not exactly. It means maybe just come and follow, and then and just you can use your judgment, right? If you see someone trying to stab me, then you go ahead and stab them.
They stab you, I stab them. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Don't ever be the first to stab, is what I'm saying. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess what am I other than like the wagon, what kind of place is this?
So it's just a single story building, plaster outside. There are some windows. There's a single door in front. There's windows with bars all around this thing. There's light spilling out. You don't hear any sounds or anything. It's dark. It's nighttime. It's around 10 p.m. There's a couple horses tied up outside as well.
And they look okay? They're not like spooked or anything?
No, the horses are not spooked whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, if nothing looks particularly amiss other than like a handful of booze, I'm just gonna go up.
Sure.
I'm gonna go up to the front door. Yeah, just go on in there.
Sure. So you head on up and you get to the door and you kind of stop and you can hear like some faint snoring coming from the other end.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, I'll try to open the door like quietly. I don't want to wake anyone up. That's just
sure.
Rude. So yeah. I'm just gonna just quietly.
Quietly lift the hatch and open the door slowly, and there's a creak, and you peer in. And you recognize two of the wardens that you've met over the last few weeks, and they are lying there, just like passed out drunk. There's bottles scattered about. There's wine spilt on the floor, which is going to just break Waldo's heart when he sees that. And they're just snoring like crazy.
Okay. But there's nothing else amiss. Everything seems
nothing else amiss. There's another door on the other side of the room that they're in, and that leads to the jail cells. Okay. So nothing else is amiss. It looks like they just had a really good night of drinking, and they're passed out.
Okay. So are they like is it possible like to wake one, like if I slap one a little bit, or is it possible to just kind of bring the crazy ogre in without maybe alarming them? Does it look like they're in a very deep slumber?
You can go over there and see. Do you want to just kind of like
Sure, yeah.
poke them, or what do you want to do?
I'll just go up and do a little dead poke, like a child trying to wake up a parent or something.
Just like blow
like
on their
morning.
face.
Hey, you awake? Hey.
Yeah.
And I just see
Sure.
if any. Okay.
They just kind of mumble and just kind of push you away. Go away, and they doesn't really wake up the one that you poke.
Okay. All right. So I'll go back outside.
Sure.
To the ogre. I won't do the signal. I'll just go walk right up to the ogre outside.
Yeah, he's sitting there. He's waiting in the bushes. You can see him. He's all anxious. You can see his blade shining in the moonlight.
Right. Well, you just go and hand that over here. I think I'm a little worried. You might be too quick. So I think the coast is clear. We got some tired, drunken folk. So I think we could just kind of waltz on in, get your cousins, and waltz on out. No problem, right? Super easy. But no problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go in there. So the guards
just go ahead and put that knife away.
Are the guards subdued?
That's a word for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And he slowly puts it away.
Okay. So I do want to kind of keep a careful eye on him. I don't actually want him to just randomly start stabbing worms at this point, or even intentionally, start stabbing worms. So yeah, I'll let him in, and
sure. He hustles over there, really quickly, and he swings the door open as hard as possible.
Okay.
And pulls his blade.
Oh, hey, what did I say? Don't be the first.
He scans the room, his eyes squint, and he snarls. He's a really grim, like, intimidating looking fellow until he opens his mouth, and he's sitting there snarling and looking around.
Listen, why don't you go ahead?
What'd you do to them?
Man, I didn't do nothing to them that they didn't do to themselves. Why don't you just wait there in the door, and I'm gonna see if I can rustle up like a key or something.
Sure.
And I'll see if I can find them cousins here. So yeah, I'll just start looking around for keys, anything like that.
There's a number of keys hanging on the wall on various rings that you see.
Okay.
See in that little room that they're currently in.
All right, so I'll just go through them and see if I can get any of them to unlock at this point.
Sure. So you grab a handful of keys, and then you want to head to the other room and start. Yeah.
And before, am I going to go out of view of the ogre at all?
You will when you step out of here. When you go through the door and into the next room, it's going to be a row of jail cells, and you won't have constant eye line on him.
I'll step in, and then I'll step out really quickly, look at him, see if he's done anything else.
Yeah, so you step in, and you see in front of you right away is a jail cell with a large, handsome ogre sitting in there. And an old man sleeping on the floor, and another halfling sleeping. What are you, a halfling? No, you're a gnome. No, there's a halfling sleeping in there. It's Blort that's the gnome. There's a halfling sleeping there, and in the cell next to it, adjacent, there's a really dopey looking human. He's got like no teeth. He's cross-eyed, and he's balding. He's a human. And then the far one is a stout looking, grumpy little blonde haired dwarf. And they both shoot up, and they're like, "Hey! You're not our cousin."
Now, you're a human. Was this a human that's talking to me?
No, this is the dwarf. The human's just like, "Hey, another one."
Okay, so I'm gonna step back out really quickly and just sort of like whisper over towards the stabby guy, and just say,
"He's like he's leaning over one of the bodies and lean back when he comes back in."
Wait, why don't you just come with me? Actually, why don't you? Come on over this way.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah.
So I don't think I can leave him with the guards.
So he pops his head and they're like, "Cousin!" All of them.
Oh, this one's with you then.
The dopey human's like, "That's our cousin, Hutchinson."
Well, Matt Hutchinson, would you mind getting the keys from that one over there that's snoring?
I think the little one has keys. He's got a whole bunch of them.
Very well. That will do.
Gantu?
That's right. So let me understand this. You're trying to tell me that those over there are your cousins, but this ogre fella right here, this good-looking one, not your cousin.
No,
Okay.
I've never seen him before. No,
Not
actually, I
definitely.
have. I've seen him on the candy bars. Hey, he's
I make the
famous.
goofy smile that's on the candy bars.
he's the. I don't know what your family's name is, Sandow, but I don't know what your surname is.
I'd give it a thought. It's probably just Sweets.
That's the Sweets baby. I'd recognize him anywhere. I don't know the other two though. The dirty old man and the halfling.
Now you said your cousin just stole some animals or something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the little dwarf's like, it was a misunderstanding. Get us the hell out of here.
I see. Now I've been promised some sort of compensation of the witchstone variety.
The dwarf gets all fired. What are you doing, Hutchinson? Going on and telling him about this? That's a secret. Why are you telling others about this?
I see. So you're telling me then that there is witchstone. I got it. Yes. Take that as confirmation. Okay. Well, at this point, I'll just start unlocking jail cells.
Sure. You start unlocking the jail cells. You start with Sandow and Waldo and Kozels. So this pioneer, I can take in like furs or whatever. This little pioneer.
Me, yeah. I'm just furs and animal skins and stuff. It's yeah. I definitely look like I haven't bathed or cleaned my clothes in like a good year or two.
And you smell like it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
you look like the rest of the party.
Yeah, you do fit in. Well, except for Sandow. Sandow stands out.
Well, I'll just say, well, this here is an old-fashioned jailbreak, and it's just one of them nights, I suppose. And I'll just start with the candy guy, and then then I'll go to the cousins.
The cousins. As you're unlocking the jail cells, Blort, you're on the horseback, and you can see in the distance a jailhouse with lights shining in the night. And the road warden turns to you and says, "All right, we're almost there. I'll lock you up with the rest of the scum while we look into this murder."
I hold up my hand and I say, "Now, this is going to sound very unbelievable, but I am a sorcerer of great renown."
What?
And
heresy!
No, silence yourself momentarily for me, please. And there may be some sort of rift or magical force occurring within your jailhouse, and I'm going to go forward and investigate it before you go in. Do you understand me?
That's ridiculous.
Say what you will.
That's hogwash. Do you want to try and convince him? Do you want to roll?
I'm looking him dead in the eye with my one good eye. Like, for real, I promise you don't want to go in there. Let me go check it out, please.
Are you trying to bargain or charm with him? Are you trying to charm him? Guile? Guile.
I'd say I'm attempting to guile.
No, this is guile. Yeah, you're lying. This is going to be an arduous guile check because you're talking about magic portals and such in the jailhouse, and that you should go in there first. That as your argument, right?
Oh, so he's got a firm grasp on the nature of magical rifts.
Well, it's pretty unbelievable. Most people in this world have never seen magic. It's the thing of legend and heresy.
Damn it!
You rolled really good, though. He goes, that's malarkey. You're going in the jail cell with the others. There's no damn portals.
All right, I'm just saying, I see in your very near future a gruesome stabbing.
What? Are you threatening me?
No, I'm unarmed, I think. I lost my mom.
You've been disarmed. Are you threatening me?
What would I stab you with?
Absolutely. If I rough you up a little bit before we throw you in the cell.
Yes, I would recommend you conserve your energy for the trials ahead. If you spend your time beating up me, a 66-year-old man who's done nothing but stand near some blood, I suppose that's a way to spend your time and energy. I'm just saying.
Stand near some blood. You have tied yourself to the scene of this massacre.
Is all I will say, sir.
You're tying yourself to the scene of this massacre, sir.
And you are tying yourself only to the end of the wagon that the death draws behind him.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
You will know soon enough, just as all men will.
So you guys who are in there, you hear a horse right up, and it's being tied up outside. And
It's
you
been a
can
while
hear,
since we played. We don't have like a secret cool code word that our group knows for this exact situation. Like if I shouted out like pumpernickel, you guys wouldn't know like this is exactly what's going on.
no, you've never established the pumpernickel.
Okay, I'm trying to gauge internally, non-metagaming wise, if it is worth me shouting, Sandow, gods are coming.
Do we hear it?
Yeah, no, you hear Blort shout that very loudly.
All right, so you hear some rustling outside. You hear Sandow, gods are coming.
I pick up my two companions and tell our rescuers, we have company of the guard persuasion. Perhaps we should be ready for them.
Yeah, the big ogre pulls out his knife and goes, "Who's that? You know that guy? What, there's guards here?"
Hang on. Just remember, there's not the first to stab. Just let's let this play out.
I promised this guard a stabbing.
He's still standing by the door, and he runs to the other room, and he stabs one of the guards that's drunk right now.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, things just escalated.
And he's like leaning over the other one. Yeah, Blort, you and your road warden are the door is opening, and you're walking the scene of this ogre, this big, grim, mean-looking ogre, standing over one of the road wardens with a bloody knife, and he's ready to stab.
Sandow, what happened to you?
Yeah,
so
Sandow, you hear that
charming.
from the other room. Sandow, what happened to you?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get these two guys up.
Yeah, you scoop up your sleeping
yeah.
companions, and the other cousin's like, "Get the hell out of here! The jig's up! Let's go! And they're trying to get out. You guys are the closest to the door, though. Yourselves are the closest to the door. So Sandow, you are there before them.
All right. Well, are these two awake or not?
I don't know. Are you two awake? Is he rousing you awake? You've had 6 hours. Are you awake?
Yeah, if I'm done vomiting, then I'm awake.
Yes, you're done vomiting, and you feel fantastic after getting that rest.
Well, then I'll put my boots back on and figure out where we're going.
Yeah, you wake up and you see the two guys that were in the jail cell next to you, and through the doorway, you can see there's an ogre sitting there with a blade in the air and blood dripping off it, and he's getting ready to stab someone. You see a road warden standing in the front door with holding onto Blort, the collar of Blort's, I don't know, robe or whatever he wears.
I am always nude.
The scruff of his neck.
How many guards do we see?
There is one guard, and it's the one with Blort. And he goes,
Okay.
"What the hell is going on
Now,
here?"
Blort is small. He's short, right?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
4'10". I'm for a gnome and gargantuan.
and this is an average size human. I'm going to say he's 5'11". The road warden.
Okay. Was there a chair sitting here outside of the cell that the guards would sit
Not
in?
outside your cell, but in the room where the guards are passed out, the room adjacent to you.
All right. Okay. So these guys are awake. Drop them. Grab a chair in passing and hurl it high at the guard that's holding Blort.
Okay, my plan was going to be to, as soon as he notices everything that's going on, attempt to jump up and headbutt him. So
You're going to headbutt the guy that's got you by the scruff of your neck?
yeah, what can you do? I'm right here.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
just saying, like, if our two plans were to collide, you would basically allow me to take a chair to the mouth for this random guard.
Yes. So we're going to enter combat here, but this is
Oh,
a surprise
snap.
surprise round because you're just like, jumping up and trying to like what hit him in the chin with your head? Like what are you trying to do?
Oh yeah, dude.
Because you're
I'm trying
shackled.
to like the crest of my skull like uppercut his jaw, like just crack him up.
Okay, so we're gonna do a knockout. When a foe's defenseless or surprised, he's surprised. Make an athletics test or be knocked out.
Oh, I'm so athletic. Wait, this isn't arduous.
This is
Is it
gonna be standard. Make me a standard
Here
athletics
we
test.
go, motherfucker.
Oh,
That is a critical failure, so you cannot re-roll it. You also are gonna take some. You're gonna take some damage on a critical failure.
Cool, dope.
What? No. What do you mean? No.
Oh, I said dope.
Oh, yeah. Okay, critical failure. All right, so what is it? 3d10 on a critical failure, I think.
I think that the effect of the critical fail is that I received the chair that Sandow tossed.
Is that? Oh yeah. The chair's gonna knock you out. No. The critical failure. You're gonna jump up, and this guy's gonna intercept the hit. He's gonna see.
Dude, now I'm just gonna have no eyes.
Yeah.
Who needs eyes, right?
Nobody needs.
They're for
eyes.
cowards.
Yeah,
Right?
Eyes are for cowards. Oh. Yeah. Here we go. We got to use some emojis here. Not a 6.
Shit.
We need a grim. Somebody get a grim in there, if you will. All right. Sorry, I'm just getting the critical failures, which I had marked, and now there we go. All right. So, critical failure. You can't re-roll or anything like that. It is what it is. So, we're going to roll with it, and you're going to take some damage here.
I hope it's not a lot of damage.
Why not?
Just for the same reasons as anybody, I suppose.
Nothing special.
You will be fine.
I am really difficult to kill.
You're difficult to kill?
Yeah, you are.
2d10 plus 2 physical peril is what you're going to take. All right. Critical failure on an attack roll or 12. So what is your what's your damage threshold? It's not that much.
7.
Okay. So what's after your 7?
13.
Okay, so you just take one step. Were you already injured prior to this, Blort?
Yeah, I can't be ever like uninjured. I'm always imperiled because I'm always cracking my back with a cat of nine tails.
Right. Because you're a doomsayer.
Because this character is fucked from the start.
So, so you were already lightly wounded?
Oh, fuck if I know. Yeah.
Because you're always wounded, right? Like you always start.
Yeah, I was lightly wounded.
So you're now moderately wounded.
That sounds shitty.
Don't
You just bumped your noggin.
No, we should
No
do. I
big
should
deal.
spend one of these misfortune and give you a moderate injury. What do you guys think? That should be fun.
Go for it.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Spend 2 of the misfortune.
I was just gonna say you should
Not my
explode all that damage. Oh, that you rolled d10s, so that doesn't count.
No. Yeah. Because for the critical failure, it's 2d10 plus 2 for critically failing. So, but I'm gonna give him an injury. Let's see what happens. Actually, roll me a d100. You choose your injury.
I bet it's you lose a fucking eye.
No, it's a moderate. It's a moderate injury. It's not gonna be that bad unless you roll like a 93 to 100. 70.
You lose an eye.
Rattlebrain, you got what Chuck's got.
Is that what I got?
Which makes
No,
sense.
I got the rattled brain.
Oh, Rattlebrain. You jumped up, you hit your head on his chin, and he brought his head down on you. He intercepted it, saw it coming, and hit you with full force, and you're just like, oh, and you thump to the ground. So Rattlebrain, until you fully recuperate, reduce your initiative by 3.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No. All right. Let's enter initiative question. So, no, Sandow, also in the surprise round, you were tossing a chair, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what, you're just kind of throwing it at him?
Yeah, just grabbing it and full stride and hurling it. at the guard.
Okay. Yeah.
Simple simple ranged or athletics.
Chuck, you're a big fan of improvised weapons, aren't you?
Yeah, it's great. I did
let's-
like 50 a week or two ago.
Yeah, so let's do that. Let's do some improvised weapons. Right?
Yeah,
So what role is that?
Walk us
simple
through-
melee.
Simple melee.
Or simple range since I'm hurling it? I can do either. Doesn't matter.
Do simple ranged. Yeah.
Okay.
How do we learn not to? Time to bust out the hemorrhaging agents.
No, I missed.
Do you want to re-roll? You have a fortune back.
No, I don't think it's important. It can
Okay.
act as a distraction
So
anyway.
yeah, you
because I'm
toss it in there and it
yeah.
slams up against the wall. And the ogre with the knife turns and like, huh? And he sees he sees you there. And that distracts him from stabbing the other guard who's passed out very drunk. So let's go into initiative from here. We don't have a battle map for this or anything. We're just doing theater of the mind. It's just a room to room. Let's get you. I didn't have a token for you, Jeff, so I just picked one for the meantime, and we can get you set up with one next time.
No worries.
And my big, large, and in charge guy, he's going to be my road warden. All right, so let's do our initiatives, please, everybody, and you should be able to just fill them in on the chart there.
So where's the initiative button, or is it just
There's
a
no
roll?
button, so it's a D10 plus your initiative score on the second page of the character sheet, the talents and trappings. Phew. Brutal for this guy. Brutal. Those of you with the rattled brains, please remember to take 3 off of your initiative scores. Please and thank you. Much appreciated.
I don't know if my sheet is right. What is initiative based on?
It's 3 plus your perception bonus.
Ah, okay.
All right. We got here. How's everybody doing with initiative? You guys are all good. I see Gantu needs his initiative and Blort needs initiative.
Yeah. 7 plus 7.
Blort, you rolled a 4. What's is that total? -3? 1?
Yeah. Because I have a 6.
Okay, that's a thing. All right, so they can't see it on the stream, but first up we have Gantu. After Gantu, we have the guard. Then we have Sandow, Kozel, Waldo, and Blort with 1. So Gantu, you're up first. You're in the adjacent room. You were opening up the cells.
Okay.
You could make it over this round if you want to make it into that other room.
How far would you say I'm from my ogre friend, the ugly one?
The ugly one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say in total you're like 7 yards away from him.
Okay. And he looks distracted, but does he look
doesn't
at all?
Yes. The chair
Okay.
hit the wall and he's turned towards that. He's still got his knife up over the passed out road warden, but he's now turned his attention away from stabby.
All right. I feel like I would Gantu would be pretty confused at this point, not sure who to side with, but I think for sure I would like him to not stab the other warden.
The other helpless passed out
Yeah,
warden.
I feel like that's just wrong. So I think I'm gonna try to. Could I do a charge and takedown on him? If I have enough to get there to charge and then try a takedown?
You do have enough because you are far enough away. You're in the other room, so you could charge
Okay.
in there, and yeah, you could attempt a takedown on the ogre.
Right, exactly. I don't want him to stab anyone else.
You definitely could. Yeah, that would take all 3 of your AP, but you could do it.
Right. Okay. So my professional trait is that I can flip results to succeed on athletics tests. So the charge in and the takedown would be athletics since I did charge first. So,
yes, you're correct.
What do you want me to do with difficulty on this?
It's just gonna be a standard difficulty for this,
All right.
and he's gonna get the chance to resist with a coordination.
So, unless I'm successful,
Ye-
because that's my other thing. Hang on.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I have to be successful.
Oh,
Sorry.
did the names and cams get mixed up? For who?
Just Steven and Jeff.
Oh,
So,
because Steven went invisible on me.
Wait,
Oh no, they all went.
to-
wait,
Do the-
everyone on that side,
Yeah.
Steven, Seth, and Jeff. Bert and I are good though, and that's what fucking counts.
Go ahead.
I
And
didn't do
roll.
anything on my side. I didn't touch any buttons.
Go ahead
So
and
the-
roll, Jeff, and I'll fix the overlay while we're doing this.
So do the buttons work for skills in here? Can you just click on the buttons
They
themselves?
should, yeah. And you just set the difficulty at the top of the character sheet. Standard. If you haven't moved it,
Yeah.
then you should be good.
Doesn't seem to be working for me. So let's do it the old-fashioned.
Interesting. Oh,
Well,
on
that's
crit fail.
that's really bad. Yeah.
Oh, God
yeah. Hi.
Oh.
I was gonna start rolling my new character. Why this happened? So,
Well,
but
okay.
yeah.
So crit fails. So we got on an attack. So we got 2d10 plus 2 again.
Yeah.
I don't think 100
whoa!
should count as doubles.
20 points of physical peril. Where does that put
Okay.
you?
Well, I'm glad you said physical peril.
Yes.
Because I do have a talent. So 20 would give me. Oh God, where's the damn physical peril on here?
It
All
should
right,
be
so
on
20
the second page. as
20
well.
would put me up 3, but I have a talent, I think. Yeah. So it's called long-winded. When I suffer physical peril, I can reduce my peril condition track by 1 less step negatively. So instead of 3, it would just be 2.
2?
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna be. So it's gonna take you to moderately, right? Moderate.
We're talking about, is this peril or is this damage?
This is
Peril.
damage.
Oh, this is damage?
Yeah,
Okay,
this is damage. On an attack.
Okay. That'll take me, in that case, that would be seriously wounded. So that would be 3.
Seriously.
Yeah. So, okay. That went poorly.
Welcome to the group. This is what normally happens when we do
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2d10 plus 2 physical peril. Just confirming. That is correct. Okay, so that puts you where? I'm sorry, on the track?
Is it physical peril or is it damage?
Physical peril.
Okay, so if it's physical peril, then it'll put me down 2 because it'll put me down 2.
2. So
So
that puts
I
you
will
at
be at-
moderate?
Well,
serious?
peril is ignore 1 skill rank.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. Okay,
So
yeah,
you're
I'm
ignoring 1 skill rank.
I'm
Okay.
ignoring 1 skill rank.
Gotcha. All right. Very good. Oh, Dustin's here. Just came back from Star Wars. Yeah, don't drop the spoilers. Nobody wants that. I've read everything. I already know. Okay, so you charge in there, and you try to take down the ogre, and you just like thud into him, and you fall down, and go boom.
Okay.
And you're just kind of stunned for a moment. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my overlay here at the same time. So that takes us to the guard who's standing in the door with Blort, who countered the headbutt to Blort and did some damage to him. The guard is going to pull out his sword and try to subdue you, Blort. Blort's not even here, is he? No. Blort isn't even present. He's going to try and knock you out.
What's the resist on that? I'll roll for Blort.
Defenseless. Yeah, he's shackled. He's defenseless.
Shit.
That's for sure. Okay, so the resist for that is athletics or be knocked out. He failed.
Okay.
I'll spend a misfortune. I've got enough of them.
Do it.
And a reroll.
Ooh.
Okay, we're gonna leave that. He's gonna save the rest of his AP to try and parry attacks for the rest of this round. So he's good for the rest. So he spent 1 AP and he's got 2 remaining. I'm just gonna mark his little token there so we know. Boop, boop. 2 AP remaining. So that takes us to Sandow. Sandow, you're standing in the door. So you watch this little gnome charge in there and slam into the other ogre, who's one of the cousins, and kind of get the wind knocked out of him. And he's sitting there seeing stars. You've witnessed Blort get jump up to try and headbutt the guard or the road warden that brought him in and get knocked down. And it's now your turn.
All right. Well, that road warden's still up. So,
Yep.
just with the momentum I had earlier. So I was running toward him, hurled a chair, it missed. And I'm just going to finish that run by running into him and just body check him.
Body check him. All right.
Yeah. Just
So
tried
you also want to
slam him up
try
against the
like
wall.
a takedown on him? Do you want to do the same thing? A charge and a takedown like what
Sure.
Gantu
So how
was
does that
doing?
work?
So you charge, your movement is twice as fast. You have enough room to build up a charge because you're in the other room. And you add a D6 fury die to your damage. So when you roll damage, it'll be an extra D6. And for the takedown, you make a coordination or athletics test if you charge. So you charge, so it's going to be an athletics
Okay.
test.
Athletics. All right.
Standard difficulty.
I made it.
Ooh.
Barely, but I made it.
All right, he gets to try and resist. Coordination test. He didn't. Do I want to spend another misfortune? People watching, do I want to spend another misfortune? Or do I give it to Sandow? Chuck says, you don't count, Chuck. You don't count. You don't count either, Steven. Did who get up again?
He got knocked down, and he got up again.
Oh, he didn't get knocked down.
I was
Guard.
just typing that. You took it from me, Chuck.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
guard didn't get
I
knocked
used
down.
my voice.
The only people that got knocked down are the players. But yeah. Okay, do I spend a misfortune? Okay, nobody's saying. All right, well, I guess I'll just keep it then. Just ride with it. They want to see you succeed. All right, so he failed his coordination, so he's knocked prone. You get an additional D6 fury for doing this. So you're gonna be rolling additional 2d6. Oh. Is Adam giving me more misfortune or fortune?
Looks. Ooh.
Adam always gives it to you guys. He's too nice.
All right. So
That's
what is your
misfortune.
hand-to-hand damage based on? Is just 2d6? So
Roll
what
me
am
a
I rolling for
D6.
damage?
Yeah, roll me a d6.
A single d6?
Yeah, well, it's going to be 3d6, but like they're each going to be their own, like, because they're going to explode, right? They have the opportunity to explode. If you roll a 6, then you get to roll again. Okay, so 2, 5, 10 plus your brawn.
6.
16 points of damage. Wow, good stuff. That's really good. So, you managed to take him down a couple times on the track. Go ahead and roll me 2d6 separately. We're gonna roll for injury here. Or you can spend a fortune. Oh, well, you got one. You got one. You got one here. So go ahead and roll me D100.
Oh, D100. Okay.
Yes, please. Okay, so this is interesting. So you're doing unarmed, right? You ran at him.
Yes. just
Typically,
ran
these
into him.
wouldn't cause a grievous injury, but this actually came up in the Discord. Was it today? Where if you roll, he rolled a 98, which means roll on the grievous table instead. Typically, you're doing unarmed, it wouldn't give you a grievous injury. And the ruling kind of was like, yeah, like this is like something happened, something took place to slip this into that next field that normally wouldn't happen. So go ahead and roll me another D100. We're gonna see what sort of injury you're administering this guy with your fists or charging into him. And 5. Oh, too bad. Too bad you didn't roll high. All right, Fortune's Mercy. Ignore injury, keep your fate point, and continue fighting onwards. So he does not gain an injury. for 1 to 8.
It was a roller coaster there.
Yeah, so you run into, like, what does this look like as you charge in there towards this guy who's got Blort?
Just body check him, separating him from Blort, maybe slamming him up against the wall.
Okay, you do so, and you knock the wind out of him. He's, boom, down on the ground. He's gasping, and yeah, this big ogre is just charged into the room. Yeah, I know, Adam. I gave him fortune. I got also
so sorry about that. My apologies. You have my friend, you see.
You knocked him down. We're gonna take it to Kozel. This guy's still kind of with it. There's not much steam left in the engine right now at this point, Kozel. But he's still semi.
Is that for the guard with?
For the guard, yeah, the guard that Sando just charged into. The other guy's passed out from drinking.
Okay, where's the ogre with the knife?
He is standing over the passed out drunk guard.
Okay, so I presumed I was still sleeping. I wake up to the noise, look in the other room, and I see 2 Sandows. Because of my concussion, I'm a little confused. One of the Sandows has a knife. That's a really serious Sandow right there.
And he's not as pretty as Sandow.
He's not, but I got a concussion. Maybe I'm not seeing so straight.
Oh yeah. I like it. Well played.
I'm going to, because the ogre with the knife is attacking the guard.
He's not attacking him. He's standing over him. And there's blood dripping from his knife. There's what appears to be fresh blood on the knife.
Obviously, the Sandow that's in the more dire situation began scuffling with this guard in the chair, who is dead unbeknownst to Kozel. So I'm going to cack-handed grasp the guard in the chair.
The guard in the chair? The one who's passed out?
Yes.
Are you a dunderhead? Also?
I've got a concussion,
on top
man.
Of a concussion? Okay.
I got a concussion.
Yeah.
I looked, see two Sandows. You know, there's nothing else I can do right now, so I might as well be funny. So yeah, I cack-handed grasp the guard.
All right, so there was a bottle of wine in his hand that flies towards you.
And he falls prone.
And he slumps out of his chair onto the ground.
Yes. Okay, I'm good with that.
Okay, that takes us to Waldo.
All right, so
you see
waking
empty
up.
bottles of wine everywhere. It's spilling out on the floor and it's killing you inside.
It's pissing me off. I was getting a good nap and these people are ruining it. So I'm going to pull my shiv and I'm going to shank a mother clucker.
All right, so the one who's passed out that just slumped to the floor, or the one who's standing in the doorway hanging onto Blort by the scruff of his neck by his naked body?
He's hanging onto Blort, so he doesn't seem like he can really put up too much of a defense, right?
Actually,
does he have a weapon in the other
hand? He
hand?
just got knocked down by Sando. Sando charged him. You watched Sando charge in there.
Did he drop Blort while falling?
Yeah, he dropped Blort. He's withering around naked on the floor.
If he's
regular Blort stuff.
Yeah.
So the guard is on the floor as well, then.
Yes, the guard.
I'm definitely shanking him because you always go for the weak one. So I'm just gonna.
On the ground.
I'm gonna pull my shiv and I'm just gonna, as quick as I can.
Oh man. Okay, so what happens when they're prone? They also suffer an additional D6 Fury dying damage. So go ahead and make me a standard attack roll, please.
That's simple melee, right?
Yes. Look at all of Jeff's players in here lurking. Oh. You got almost full fortune. Do you want to spend a fortune point?
Yeah, I'll spend a fortune.
I've been spending misfortune.
How did that happen?
And Adam's been buying you guys fortune back.
Are you flipping back and forth between fortune and misfortune?
I am.
Okay.
On the overlay. I guess I should show it to you guys. I'm watching it on the overlay, but it's not in the game. I'll put it on the table here for you guys as well. So that is a fail.
Yeah, that's a fail.
So it took you an AP to move in there. It took you an AP to attack. You have 1 AP left. Do you want to spend it on anything?
Can I attack again?
but you can use a perilous stunt or a special action.
No, I'm just gonna cower since I can't even shank a guy on the ground.
I'm just gonna cower. There we go. Now the players can also see, if they're not watching the overlay, the fortune misfortune tally. Okay. Cool. So that takes us to Blort, who's been absent for a very long time. I'm assuming he's okay. I hope.
He's defending his home against Sarah Palin.
Oh, don't.
He's not here, so I can make that joke.
Don't even. No, we're done. So
Yeah.
Blort loses his turn, being absent for the last while. So we're back at the top of turn order with Gantu.
Did you want to do anything with the ogre that I ineffectually tried to take down? I mean, no is a perfectly acceptable answer.
No.
That's totally
Yeah,
fine.
no, he's confused, or he's standing over. You ran at him. You were unsuccessful in taking him down.
Sorry, mate. Didn't see you there. Sorry.
As you're saying that, the wine bottle flies out of the drunk guard's hands, and he slumps down to the feet of the ogre, which confuses him. I rolled for him to kind of perceive and take in the whole situation, what he's going to do, and he failed horribly at turning on you. So he's now looking back, confused at this body that's slumped down at his feet out of the chair on its own.
Okay. All right. So, All right. I am trying to decide exactly what Giantu would actually do in this situation. Doesn't want to see like wardens killed, but it's getting a little
It's getting a little
dicey.
hairy.
Right. So I think, how far away am I from the outside? Like, is there a way for me to
You
get
could.
outside?
So the guard was standing in the door, and he was kind of taking out. He's standing near the door, so you could run outside. It's maybe 5 yards away from you. The door, which is open,
Mhm.
you could go outside.
Okay. I think I'm just going to run outside at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Like actually run 3 AP, just run outside.
Okay. You're just gonna go outside and then save. Oh, like you're using all your AP just to get out of there. Just GTFO.
Yeah, I mean, run is 3, I think. So
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
3 times your movement and gain +3 damage threshold. So you're just boo out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You watch the little halfling or the little gnome clad in furs just book it out of there, who helped bust you out. It is my guard who's knocked prone on the ground, so he's going to stand up. He's going to get up, which is 2 AP, and he's got 1 left.
Did he notice me try to shank him?
Definitely.
Because I missed by a lot.
You
he may
like
not have
charged
even
up
seen
there,
me.
and you're like baring your teeth, you just stabbing at him and just completely missing. Go away, you little annoying guy. I'm a doctor. The doctor is in. Around the outside. Don't Adam. Don't. He's got 2 targets. He's got a Sandow and a Waldo, and he's gonna attack one of them. He's gonna attack you, Waldo, with the sword that he tried to knock Blort out with. Okay, he's successful in hitting you. Do you want to attempt to, or did you have any AP left over? No, what did you do on your turn? You walked in there, you attacked, and you have 1 AP left over, correct?
I was cowering.
Cowering. So you have 1 AP left over. Would you like to attempt to parry?
Yes,
Okay.
I would.
So make me like a simple melee.
Standard?
Standard, yes, thank you. All right.
Rolling an 80 every time.
All right. Let's roll. Let's use one of these misfortune to make my attack a 6. Hey, the players are the one who bought me in the misfortune at the top of the game. So
We did. It was great.
They are the ones who asked for this. Who was it? Steve?
Well, I thought you'd use it on someone else.
And Seth all bought misfortune for me to use at the beginning of the game. That's why I started with so many. Adam, they did this to themselves. They don't need any of your help. Just spend it on misfortune because they asked for this. Okay. So let's roll that D6. Well, it's a 6 already. Okay. Chuck, are you giving me misfortune? Yeah. All right, so I'm not going to flip that token. It's just going to stay as a misfortune. Or no, I flipped one already, didn't I? Yeah. I love it. I got to flip it for you guys. It's the same on the overlay. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. 15 points of damage. What does that do to Waldo?
Damn.
That does a lot to Waldo.
So, where does that put Waldo?
Are we looking at damage threshold?
Yes.
So I have a 3, a 9, and then a 15.
3, a 9, and a 15. So that's going to take you down 2. Where are you
I am
at?
seriously wounded now.
Seriously?
Seriously. I am
Seriously.
seriously wounded.
So I took you through moderate and serious?
Yes, I was at lightly.
Okay, I'm going to roll for your moderate injury. Didn't happen. I'm going to spend a misfortune. I'm going to give you a serious injury. So roll me a D100. You're going to choose your fate. What's your serious injury you're going to get? I'm not going to roll that. I'm not going to have that on my head. 67. Skull fracture. Until fully recuperated, you must flip all results to fail on skill tests. And you're also going to get some corruption. What's the corruption you get for getting a serious injury? Do you know off the top of your head, Chuck? I just was reading it.
It's
today.
6.
6, thank you. I was reading it
3
today and I was like,
moderate.
damn it, what was that number?
6
So give yourself
serious,
6
yeah.
corruption.
Yeah.
And you have to flip to fail everything. One of the players on Sunday had that for 3 sessions until one of the other players goes, hey, I have tinctures all along.
How
All
much
right.
corruption am I allowed to have?
Unlimited.
Okay. Just making sure there.
Wait.
This is-
Once you hit 10,
yeah.
move yourself up a rank towards disorder and then start your count
And you
over
can
again.
keep going, yeah.
Towards chaos?
Towards chaos.
Towards
yeah.
chaos. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But there's no limit in a session to how
No.
much
Alright.
you
No.
can get. All right, so
So
he
really, I'm
uses-
just at 1 corruption. That's not a big deal.
He rolled. He used 1 AP to attack you, and he's going to save the rest to try and avoid your attack. Sando, you're now up. So you watched him bring his sword down on Waldo and cut him across the head, and Waldo's got blood pouring in his eyes, and he's just like, "Where am I? What's going on?" All over
I will
again.
slip my brass knuckles on and just pound the crap out of him.
Yes, yes. All right, go ahead. Make me your attack roll. Standard difficulty. Simple
Oh,
melee.
that's bad.
Hey,
I
hey,
fail.
You've
Yeah.
got a whole lot of fortune, dude. Would you like to spend one?
Sure, I'll spin one. So that's just a re-roll? Is that how
It's
that
a
works?
reroll, and you have to take whatever the result is.
Yeah, still miss.
Okay. Would you like to try anything else? A perilous stunt, special action, anything else on your turn?
I would like to put myself between him and Waldo so he doesn't go after Waldo again. Present
Okay.
myself as a better target.
Okay. Cool. Tentacles. Yeah, get those disorders going. I want to see somebody get the disorders. Okay, cool. So you're going to just basically wedge yourself in between the two of them. So
Shouldn't be hard. I mean,
You're
I'm
a
so
big
much
target.
larger than both of them. So if I stand in front of this guard, yeah.
All right, Kozel.
Oh, man.
Waldo's bleeding pretty bad. Sandoz stepped in between this road warden and
Wait,
Waldo.
is Waldo actually bleeding or
Well, no. Well, there's blood, but not like the bleeding.
okay, okay.
I have a skull fracture. So
I'm okay with that as long as you're not bleeding. Like skull fractures we can deal with. Bleeding is dead. So there is a guard that is a threat that's standing up.
Yes,
That
that's
was-
the one that just hit Waldo.
That was standing up.
It was. Oh, Cackhand grasp?
Yes, sir.
All right, so his sword flies out of his hand 3 yards, right? That's what I believe what it says. It's 3 yards. Flies
Just
out of his
outside of
hand,
reach. Yeah.
And he drops to the ground. What the hell?
Yeah. I put my slippery fingers back in my pocket and stay where I'm at.
for people who are viewing or watching, if you're not familiar with these characters and what's going on, he's an old believer. He automatically succeeds and it's a critical.
Yep.
But it cannot do damage. It cannot be
Right.
damage dealing, right?
Yeah, so the way it works is I, as an old believer, get to pick one spell. I can only cast that one spell. That one spell is always a critical success. I don't have to roll. But if I ever I have the fucking shit, that one word, I forget what it is. So anyway, I can't hurt anyone.
Right. Pacifist. He's a
Pacifist, that's it. So yeah, I'm pacifist. So if I do something that hurts a humanoid, I lose that spell for 3 days. So yeah.
So that's what's going on. That's why Chuck's just saying, I'm doing this, and it's happening, and he's not rolling, because he doesn't have to.
And I also have a concussion. So if I do anything else, I auto fail.
So it's an automatic crit, and it automatically goes off. It's super annoying.
It's so great. It's so fucking broken.
Annoying.
I love it.
Waldo, you're up. Do you want to do anything?
I am dropping my shiv and belly crawling away from this fight.
All right. Sounds good to me. So are you gonna
I'm
crawl outside, just like how Gantu ran outside? Are you crawling outside?
No, I'll probably crawl back into the cell
and go back
where there's like some bars to protect me or something like that. Maybe like crawl under the cot I was sleeping in, or the bedding, whatever it was.
Okay.
Just right back the way I came.
And Blort is still missing. So we're back at the top of the turn. We're Gantu. You're outside.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want to do?
So there was a guard on the ground, right? So is that the only like obvious threat currently? Is like the guard that just
just the one guard who's standing up and smacked the other gnome on the head with his sword.
Yeah. I'm starting to do the calculations here, and it's starting to look like maybe I should stop trying to protect them so much. But can I? Oh, jeez. And has this guard like have we seen him? Is he worse for wear? Like, has he?
He's in rough shape. He looks like he's in really rough shape after being smacked by Sandow. He's a little out of it. He's a little dizzy, but he got a lucky shot in on Waldo. Otherwise, yeah, he looks like he could drop with another good hit or two.
He really hurt his knuckles on my forehead.
His sword.
Okay. All right. So
he doesn't have a sword anymore. Yeah, and he's prone right now.
All right. So I think I took, if this is okay with you, Matt, I took a pickaxe as my iconic trapping. All right.
That sounds good for a pioneer. Yeah, I like it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get that out, and I'm gonna maneuver my way, if I can, up to the prone guard, if that's at all possible.
You definitely can. Yep, he's lying near the doorway, so you can get over there, no problem.
Okay. So is that 1 AP for the maneuver? Do I get it? Is an AP to pull out the weapon, or can't remember? Can never remember that. Doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and take a swing.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Do a swing. Right. Swing for me.
Okay. I can do this properly this time.
Do it. Would you like to spend one of your many fortune points?
I think I will, since there's so many.
All right.
All right.
It makes me happy.
All right.
We are rolling horribly.
This has happened, honestly, the last 3 sessions I've run as Zweihander on the Sunday nights. It's been like 80 plus for all of our rolls. It's been ridiculous.
You need to just delete this game and we'll start over on Roll20.
I feel like I'm just like swinging down with a pickaxe, and it's like that comical moment where he's just sort of like moving his leg to the left, then the leg back to the right, and I'm just constantly clinking against the floor. Ridiculous.
All right. This Roll20 game is cursed. Yeah. It really is. Okay. Nice attempt. All right, so the guard's on the ground. He's going to stand up once again. And he's now got the target of Sandow in front of him, and he's got Gantu, who charged up and tried to slap him with a pickaxe. So he's going to choose his 2 targets. Sandow, you're 1. Gantu, you're 2. Let's roll to see who he's going to attack. It's Gantu. He turns and goes, "What the hell are you doing? I thought we were our friends."
I mean, I don't even really know your name, so
It's Steve.
You had dinner with my family yesterday.
Yeah, you dated my sister for 8 years.
Well, yeah. Well, past tense, my friend. Sorry.
All right, so that is a hit.
Yeah.
And you've used all your AP.
Yeah, because I took out the weapon, then I
Yep.
came back in and I swung. So yeah.
Okay, let's do some damage. All right, how many misfortune do I have? Let's make. Jeff's the new guy. Do I take it easy on him? People tell me, do I take it easy on Jeff first session? The other players paid for the misfortune, so I had no problem using
We
it
did.
on them.
That's true.
But Jeff, anybody? And all of his players are here. Hit him hard, Steven.
Do it.
Wow.
Steven, a player in the game, just gave me another
Wow.
misfortune and wants me to
Okay.
punish Jeff.
Oh.
I'm not going down alone here, guys.
Your players aren't chiming in, so I'm assuming they want me to hit you hard also. So let's do a
No.
6. Let's do a 6. I'm
Okay.
going to spend one of those misfortune,
Sure.
and we'll do a 6 on the damage. This is what I saved for. Oh, it's not even that bad. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Should just be
15
it's
points of damage.
Oh, jeez. That'll be 2, so that'll get me to
Moderate.
moderately. Yeah. So that should be. Yeah, I got to roll for wound.
All
injury.
right. Let's give him a moderate injury, everybody. Let's spend another one of those misfortunes. Steven, should I?
Oh, yeah,
You don't have to pay.
Absolutely.
These are for Jeff.
Oh.
Is that to hurt him or not hurt him? You're giving him fortune?
There are hearts
Shideezy?
there, so I'm
There's
assuming.
hearts, right? There's
Yeah,
there's
showing
hearts.
Oh, okay. All right. You don't want me to hurt Jeff? Well, I have to. But you've just bought back all of their fortune.
It's true.
You guys have full fortune, so I'm gonna roll for an injury. Chuck, I counted that. I love it when the players are the ones like driving the damage. Kill us, hurt us.
It's a
Punish him.
Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Oh,
It's
man.
You
all right.
fell right into my trap card.
Welcome back, Splort. Roll
Hey.
me a D100, please, Gantu, to see what sort of moderate injury you're gonna
All
receive.
right.
Was it a moose?
No, someone
Oh, 14.
broke into my house.
Seriously?
Not a joke.
Oh.
Wow.
Black eye. All right, so Gantu gains a black eye. Till fully recuperated, you must flip the results to fail for skill tests that rely on vision. That's like attacking.
Yeah, that's almost everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So yeah. He hits you. He brings his sword down, bam, and hits you across the face with the side of the sword, and you get a black eye due to it.
I thought we were friends. What are you doing, man?
I thought so also. Why'd you run at me
It's
with a
all
pickaxe?
just so confusing. I
I'm gonna
don't
tell
know who's
Sandra
who.
about this. You two are done.
Well, that's just unnecessary. It's one thing to give me a black eye, but whatever.
All right, so that takes us to Sando. That's right, Dustin. They are buying fortune against each other.
All right. Well, Sandow's going to try to punch him out again.
Blort. Oh, look at this. Your fan club's here, Blort. Dustin's been
What
waiting for you.
Oh,
Miss.
Would you like to
You're
reroll? You have
rolling
all
so
of his
bad.
fortune.
Yeah,
Oh my
shoot.
God.
I'll spend one. Oh my gosh.
goodness.
Miss.
Oh man.
This is ridiculous.
Would you like to try any sort? Who's buying? Is this more misfortune you're buying?
yes.
Hell yes.
Yes.
Oh, you guys are great. Thank you. My own players are buying me misfortune. I love it.
I'm just really trying to make myself the larger target so he stops going after everybody else.
Okay,
Are we still fighting this bastard?
you're fighting
Yes!
one
Yes.
guy who's
Yeah.
like on the verge of going down. All
Bro,
right,
let me-
Sando, did you want to do anything else on your turn? Or are you just going to save your AP?
Oh, yeah, I'm saving it.
Kozel, you're up again.
Oh man. Is this guy standing again?
He's up. He got up from prone and he smacked Gantu across the face and gave him a black eye.
I can't do anything else. He's not standing anymore.
So again, sword flies out and he drops to the ground.
Yeah.
All right. Waldo, you're in the jail cell bleeding.
Yeah, I literally can't do anything with the skull
Figurative.
fracture. It
You
would
can.
fail.
It's just you're always going to fail unless you were like an 11 or a 22 or a 33.
Like a critical would counteract that.
Well,
It says
well,
flip
it's
it to a
Flip
failure.
to fail.
flip
so
to fail doesn't mean you're going to fail.
if you
It
roll
just
12, that's a 21. That's probably going to still be
Yeah.
pass, right?
Oh, it flips the numbers. Okay.
right. It flips the tens position and the singles position.
So it's not always going to be a
I forgot
fail.
about that rule. I'm
Right,
sorry.
right.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm still cowering in the jail cell though. I feel like that is very much my character. I went in for a hit and it didn't work, and I'm not very determined.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
I'm
Okay,
good with where I am.
So that takes us to Blork,
Sorry,
who's
guys.
missed 3 rounds of combat and is finally back. There's one guard. He's currently lying on the floor. Sandow and Gantu are standing around him. He's near the door of the jail cell leading, or the jailhouse leading outside. He's in rough shape. He's been hit and hurt. What do you want to do, Blort? You're right there with him. That's the guy that brought you in on the horseback. You are shackled though. You do have manacles on.
Dude, I'm gonna pull some of that fucking, what is it, Resident Evil, the movies, not the video game shit. I'm gonna like jump up with the fucking shackles and try and just like, I don't know, choke him out with them.
Yeah, man, chokehold. I like it.
Where's the chokehold button that I click?
It's not a button.
That's
You
my
make an
coordinate.
athletics test.
Are we doing standard?
Yep. And I get to
Okay.
make an athletics test to try and avoid it.
Motherfucker.
Do you want to spend one of your many fortunes to reroll?
Yes, I'd love to do that. Give me that one mo. Motherfucker.
This game is cursed. It's cursed.
Dude, in our first 2 sessions, I got like 6 consecutive critical rolls. And I have not succeeded on anything I've attempted today.
So that was 1 AP to attempt a chokehold. You can try and attack him, like unarmed, or with like improvised weapon with your
Yeah,
manacles,
I
your
bite
chain.
at him, dude. I'm a biter.
You're gonna bite him.
Where's the biting button?
Simple melee.
Okay. Simple melee.
Chokehold button. Yeah, Nora, did you program a chokehold button into this when you're working on the compendium and everything else? Oh!
There you go.
What
There
up?
we go.
So does that take into account everything? You got to hold 3 damage? No, it didn't roll your...
Oh.
No, it didn't give you your bonus, like your brawn bonus or whatever. Do you want to spend a fortune point to give you an automatic 6 to make it explode?
Otherwise, I just roll a die.
Yeah, hold on a sec. My audio's gone buggy on my end. One moment.
Matt's broken. We're all broken.
Okay, there we go. My audio's back. All right, so you can spend one of your fortune, which will give you a 6 on your fury die, which means it explodes. And you get to roll it again.
As opposed to me just rolling a d6.
It rolled and it's a 3.
Oh, yeah, dude. Fuck it.
So roll me another d6, just a straight up d6.
Hell yeah. 3s all day.
Well, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then what's the bonus from your stat that you're putting on there?
Just explode that again, man.
You can't explode it again.
You can't?
What stat am I putting on there,
You
my
just keep
dude?
paying to explode it.
Oh, I've done that to players before. That's how I got
Really?
50 damage. Yeah.
Oh, see, I
I
rolled
let
mine
them
naturally.
do it. I'll do it. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to explode it again? Do you want to spend another fortune?
Bro, it has been 4 months since I've competed in combat in Zweihander. What am I adding to this 3?
Do you want to make it a 6? Do you want to make it a 6?
Well, it's currently 9, right? 6 plus 3?
It's currently a
Yeah.
6. Yeah, it's currently
Plus
9.
that 3. So what am I adding to the 9 at this point?
Let me look at your character sheet.
If I were to not explode
2.
this.
2.
Okay, that 2 coming from my combat, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. We're all on the same page. Fuck it. I'm doing what Chuck says because Chuck is my king, my liege, my sweet.
Okay, so roll me another 6. I'm going back to full misfortune.
Ooh.
Bro, you cannot make this shit up.
12. That's 18 points of damage total right now because you got 2 6s plus a 3 plus your 2. Right? Does that make sense? What I'm throwing out there
That'd
for
be
math?
17, but yeah, I'm tracking.
Okay, 17. Okay, 17 points of damage. Okay, you're gonna take him down. You're gonna knock him out. So what does
I
that
want
look
this
like?
man to die.
Sure, you're gonna beat him to a bloody pulp. What does that look like?
Bro, it looks fucking vicious and brutal. And honestly, if you got women or children watching, they should avert their gaze. I go in, I jump up over the top of this dude's head, wrap my fucking shackles around his throat, and then shout for all my homies to come literally punch this guy's shit out. I'm livid.
Okay. Yeah, so you're punching, you're pounding him, and he's like a bloody mess. His face looks like hamburger, and you just keep slamming your fists into the chains on his face. And yeah, he's out, man. He's out. You're not just knocking him out, you're killing him at this point.
Yeah.
And you're
100%.
okay with it. All right, so he's done. Combat is over after 45 minutes or whatever that looked like.
Holy shit.
You've got a passed out guard on the floor. You've got 2 dead guards. You've got the cousins. And
I'm
you guys
crying.
are-
I'm
and you
just
guys are
in the
rough
fetal
shape.
position crying.
Waldo's in the fetal position crying back in the jail cell. Kozel is, I don't know, licking some
Kozel,
blood
man.
off the floor, thinking it's
I don't
wine.
know. Like, hey, man, like, this shit's salty, dude.
I very slowly, quietly approach Kozel, and I just raise my hand and put a finger gently betwixt his lips as if to shush him. And I say, all of you need to begin explaining yourselves to me as I fucking readjust my rattled mind after I headbutted a man.
I'll roll the
Who is
guard
this
over.
one? And I point to Gantu and the fucking snaggle-toothed ogre. Like, why is there an ugly Sandow? Who is this hideous Sandow?
So I would be slowly picking like brain matter from Steve off of like my fur,
Yes.
and I would lean down like really close, and I would just whisper, not too loudly, "Guess you're not going to tell Sandra anymore, are you?" And then I'm going to just sort of make myself kind of small and just hope that no one really pays too much attention.
Yep. All right. And you guys witness this. You see this. This little gnome whisper, "You're not gonna tell Sandra no more," and slink back into the shadows or whatever. And you got the 3 cousins standing there. The cousin Hutchinson, the big ogre, he, as you're speaking, Blord, he just like brings his knife down to the one that's at his feet that was passed out. Let's get out of here. I think we gotta get out of here before the other road wardens arrive.
Blort is deeply afraid of the one-toothed ogre.
Why? Why?
Hey, man.
Once he speaks and Blort sees that he has only one tooth, Blort is like beginning to, like, I'm trying to, as best as I can non-verbally communicate to my traveling companions and perhaps in some sort of secret gnomish thieves' cant to Gantu, that we need to fucking kill this toothless ogre.
Thieves can't.
To be fair, I've had that thought running through my head pretty quickly. I have not trusted this guy for a while.
Well, like, this is metagamey, but
Sure.
my, like, destiny or whatever, I fear the toothless hound.
It's
Like-
true. It
So
is.
any
He's not toothless
thing-
yet.
I'm not a big allegory guy, but any fucking toothless entity that I encounter, I'm going to either run very fast away from or assassinate. And I currently would have the upper hand if I could get my teammates in on this shit. Not that I want to engage another 17-hour combat.
Against one target.
Well, he's got 2 cousins. I do the big air quotes.
Oh, the human cousin has absolutely no teeth at all. He's no
Okay,
teeth. He smiles and you see gums and he's cross-eyed.
Okay, listen up. I've got no eyes now. My eyes go bloodshot. I lose my absolute fucking mind. I shout, "Slay the toothless hound," and I charge the toothless man.
Really? All right. Well, that takes us to the top of the hour, and we're going to leave off there till next time in the new year when we'll play again. Because
Sounds good, guys.
we are at that mark, and we've got some Eastern folks, and we've got some folks who have to go to work in a few hours. So
Yeah.
that is it. So thank you to the players for playing. Jeff, thank you for joining us and getting
Thanks
in
for
on
having
some
me.
Thank you,
craziness.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Thank you to
Thanks
gaming
for
with you.
joining our train wreck.
We had a lot of people
Yeah.
viewing us.
The
I fit
dumpster
right
fire.
in with the really bad rolls.
That martial
Yeah.
melee, and I hit him.
We
Yeah.
peaked at 25 viewers from what I saw, which is fantastic
nice.
for
Yeah, that's good.
Blood, Sweets, and
Nice.
Laudanum. Reminder,
Oh,
so
yeah.
tomorrow night I am running Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers on the channel at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to do that. Plort for President.
Work
Also,
for President 2020.
Sunday night we're doing a special holiday Zweihander one-shot, and that is going to be at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. There is going to be the opportunity to win a really nice prize if you're in the chat. So I'd
Matt
say
is giving away a hot
highly recommend coming to watch
food book.
Zweihander on
Oh.
Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central, because we're going to be doing a giveaway to people who are watching. So
That's right, guys. Nobody play so that we can all be in the chat.
You're gonna want.
I would
to
just
be
like
there.
all of my players to show up so at least one of us gets a copy.
There you go.
We just do that.
You don't know how many fucking bot viewers you're gonna have that all have emails like blort69@gmail.
I rolled a
That's
7.
gonna
I
be
rolled a 7
times
for corruption.
1,000.
Did anybody? Did that go over? I think the highest you got was a 6 because of the injury. Was it not tonight?
Yeah, that's it.
So
I rolled over on corruption, so I gained a rank.
okay. I like it. You guys get 100 experience for tonight.
What?
So that's it. We're going to be back in a couple weeks. Like Chuck said, this is our off week. Yes, we've gotten into the rotation of playing every 2 weeks, but guess what? We're on the wrong rotation for every 2 weeks. So technically, we're not going to play again until the...
Are we taking 0 weeks off? Are we taking 1 week off? Are we taking 2 weeks off? Are we
2
taking
weeks
3
off.
weeks off?
Because the
I do
9th,
not understand.
the 9th should be our rotation. Well, technically, the 26th should be our rotation. Next week should be our real week to play.
Okay, so are we playing
Should
next
be the
week?
26th. It should be the 9th. I can't have house guests. Otherwise, hell yeah, I'd run
Yeah, I
this
can't
again
play next week either.
So
but
we're
I've house
missing-
So I got to
guests,
run,
so
guys. Got to get
the
some
ninth.
sleep. It was great.
Good night,
Yeah,
Bert.
Bert.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for showing up.
Yeah,
It's
Bert.
always great to play with you.
Solo
The 9th
fucking
will be
Twitch
our
stream.
next.
Pleasure playing with you, man.
Shout out the
Next game.
Blort Army. Hashtag Blort. Hashtag independent.
Army.
2020.
The 9th will be our next game for Blood,
Okay.
Sweets, and Laudanum. My overlay is now hooped.
It's all out of whack.
So are we going over to the Notorious DMG channel?
Yeah, I'm good.
Who's in?
Yeah.
I have to go to bed as well.
I got Chuck. I got a Jeff. I got a Seth.
I gotta probably deal with the rest of my house getting robbed.
Eugene. All right.
Crazy, man.
Dustin, come on out. Dustin's here. Anyways,
Austin, hop on. Yeah, man.
we're gonna head over to Notorious DMG on Twitch, and we're just gonna do a little hangout post game show. So come on over. We'll be live in like probably 10 minutes. I think we need to get
Yeah.
whoever needs a fresh drink, and yeah, we'll be over there. So come on over, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
Have a
Thank
good night,
you everybody
guys.
for
It's
viewing.
been
Again.
fun.
Have a good night.
See you, Steve.
Vote for Blort. Bye.
Vote for Blort.